Can you see the screen?
Yes.
So we learned about the Hamzatul Wasl and Lam Ta'if in the last class, right?
Yes.
What is Hamzatul Wasl?
Hamza to wasl is the the small sod on top of an alif.
Okay, and when do we read Hamzatul Wasl?
We read Hamza to wasl in the beginning of a word.
Okay, and when we skip it, when we don't read?
We don't read it in the middle of the word.
Okay, what is Lam Ta'if?
Tarif is um, the lam after Hamza to wasl.
Can you read this?
If Hamza to wasl is preceded by a mad letter, the letter preceding the mad letter is directly
Connected to the letter that follows Hamzatul Wasl. Do you see this?
yes,
It's Nun Fatana Alif Mad Na, right?
yes,
But they are telling you if Hamzatul Wasl is preceded by Mad letter. Preceded mean like the previous letter is Mad letter. Before Hamzatul Wasl, if you see the Mad letter, then the letter preceding the Mad letter, it means that letter they are talking about Noon, okay? See, it's Hamzatul Wasl and it's preceded by the Mad letter, right? What they are telling you, the letter preceding the Mad letter is directly connected to the letter that follows Hamzatul Wasl. Like they are talking about this letter, they are telling you if you will see that Mad letter and Hamzatul Wasl are together, then what you need to do, you connect the letter before the Mad letter is directly connected to the letter that follows to Hamzatul Wasl. So we are connecting the Noon with Sod directly. We skip the Alif Mad, we skip the Hamzatul Wasl, and we skip the Lam Tarif here. Okay. There are many words in the Quran you will see. Like, can you see this?
yes.
Hmm. If I'm going to show you here, 1 minute, let me show it to you. It's not coming there, it's not very famous in the Quran, okay, but it's coming, okay. So whenever you see that Mad letters is getting the Hamzatul Wasl after that, then what you have to do? You have to join the letter before the Mad letter with the letter which is coming after Hamzatul Wasl, okay. When it will come, I will tell you, okay. Right now we have to read it. So this is the thing I told you, okay. It is in Suratul Fatiha, okay. Okay, I will show you one.
Okay.
Can you see this?
Yes,
This is Lam Fatala Alif Mad, right? La. But as you see the Alif Mad and Hamzatul Wasal together, what I told you, that you skip the mud letter. You join the lam, fatha la, and directly you connect lam with the letter which is coming after hamzatul wasl. So with dod, we are saying lam fatha la. Don't read alif mad. Don't read hamzatul wasl, and don't read lam at-tarif here. Okay. Whenever we see that last letter is alif mad and the next word is starting with hamzatul wasl, then what you have to do? You have to connect the letter before alif mad directly to the letter which is coming after hamzatul wasl. Okay, do you understand it?
Yes.
Okay, now we are starting the new rule. It's about the stop. Okay,
Okay.
what is it? Completion of an ayah. Okay, completion mean like complete of an ayah. Okay, a small circle is a symbol to stop. Okay, so if I will say when do we stop in the Quran, so I told you there are, this is the place. Okay, for now there are like 4 or 5 things where you can stop. Okay, but for now just remember one. Whenever you see that small circle, then you will stop. Okay, this is the symbol of a stop. So whenever you see, sorry about that, whenever you see that stop circle, it means you're going to stop. Do you understand it?
Yes.
The number denotes the number of the ayah they are talking about. Obviously they are not giving the number in this. Okay, this is only exercise purpose. Okay, but here if you're going to notice in the Quran, you will see the number in that circle. Okay, like
Okay.
this: 1, 2, 3, 4. So the thing that you see under the circle, inside the circle, is the number of the ayah. Okay, that they are talking about. Number 3, when stopping on a word, the last letter will be sakin. When stopping on a word, then the last letter is going to get the sukun. Sakin means sukun. Okay, so basically they are telling you when you see that stop circle, okay, or stop symbol, then what you have to do, the last letter, whatever sign on the last letter, it will change into sukun. Like that they are giving you sukun at the end, right? But here if you're going to notice on the next word is kasrataini there, right?
Yes.
But you see the stop sign after that. So what they are telling you in rule, when stopping on a word, the last letter will be sakin. The last letter will get the sukun on it. So instead of saying kasrataini, what do we say there? Fa sukun. Okay. They are giving you sukun already, so we don't need to change anything. But that noon is getting fatha at the end, right? After shadda, it's getting the fatha, noon fatana, right?
Mm-hmm.
But as the rule was telling us that when we stop, the last letter is getting the sukun on it. So noon is going to get the sukun instead of fatha, okay? Because of a stop. Same on it. Noon is getting the fatha, but we see the stop after that, right? So when we have the stop sign, the last letter is going to get the sukun, whatever sign on it. There are 2 more rules about the stop. This is we will learn on the next classes. But for now, that is the basic and general rule of a stop, okay? That when we stop, the last letter is going to get the sukun. Okay. So I will
Okay.
ask you some questions in the next class. When do we stop in the Quran? This is the first question. When do we stop in the Quran? When we see the small circle. Okay. When we see the small circle, then we stop. So if I ask you when do we stop? When we see the stop circle or stop sign, stop symbol, then we will stop. Okay. Normally we don't stop. Okay, normally we have to read the Quran things together. Like if I'm going to show you this, I have to start from Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. I have to say all in one breath, all in one go. But when I see the stop sign, then I will stop. Okay, do you get it?
Yes.
So when I'm saying when do we stop in the Quran, when we see the stop sign in the Quran, then we stop. Okay, the number in the number show, like if you're going to see the number in the inside the circle, that's a stop number. Okay, you're going to stop there. If I will ask you How do we stop? Then what do you say? When we stop, then the last letter is going to get the sukoon. Okay. So remember that two different questions. When we stop, when I say when, you will tell me that when we see the circle, stop symbol, then we stop. Okay. If I will say how do we stop, so we stop with this way, that when we stop on a word, if we need to stop on this word, then what we have to do, that last letter of the word is going to get the sukoon on it. Do you understand that rule?
Yes.
That's quite easy, right? What do you have to check? You have to check the stop sign. If it's a stop sign after that, then the last letter is supposed to get the sukoon. Doesn't matter what is the sign on that. The rule says that last letter is getting the sukoon if we see the stop symbol after that. Okay, can you start reading from it now?
Okay. Hamza Fatha A Ain Ain Sukun A
R,
R
not R. 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 R is Hamza sound. Hamza is getting the R sound. Okay, Ain is getting the deep throat sound. R,
R
not
R
R. It's not like that. Again,
R
yes, this one. That's true. Again,
R
good. Next,
then Ba Fit Ba Dama Bu Dal Sukun Bud R Bud
R. Bud.
R R Bud.
Do you get it?
Yes.
This one.
Ha Ha Fatha Ha Wow Sukun How
Is it Wow Sukun? When Wow Sukun is preceded by the Fatha letter, it's called Wow Lean, not Wow Sukun. This is Wow Sukun, but when it's preceded by the Fatha letter, it's called Wow Lean, right? So Kha Fatha Kha, Wow Lean, Khaw. How do you say Kha Fatha Kha, Wow Lean, Khaw?
How How
Do you remember the lean letters?
um no.
Check in the rules so we can read this word, otherwise we cannot read the next word because we have to make sure to the previous rules.
Okay, I write the rules on my computer, so
Check them there, because this thing come in the Quran as well. Okay, if you don't remember, then how you're going to understand them in the Quran? So that's why you check the rule.
okay. Go. What? Oh, um, what? It's, um, I need to go get my other computer, cause what?
Kedo, I told you in the first classes that you have to make the notes at the notebook, so where you are going to find it wherever we need, or in one computer or at one place in the computer, so where you can find it easily. See, it's not myself, okay? Like I can give you chance, or if you're not going to have it, I can ask you to write it again, okay? I don't, it's not mine, okay? It's not from my side, okay? But in future, if you're going to do the same, then are you going to learn that everything again from the basic? Obviously not, no, it's wasting of time. Like, we have learned 6 7 months already, right? We have spent 6 7 months in that. And at this point, if you're going to forget the rule, and because I know that you're not going to read that wrong, I just told you it's vowline, you figure it out, right? You are knowing it, that how do we read it. But after a year or two, if I'm not going to ask you this rule, you will forget it again. And this is why this is the biggest problem with the student. They say that they learned the Quran a year ago, 2 years ago, but they forgot it. Why they forgot it? Because of this reason. They do not save their rules when they were learning. They do not note the things in the notebooks or in the notes, okay? And when they read the Quran after a year or two, they're forgetting things again. Go and get your second computer and check the rules there.
Okay. Can you give me 1 second?
Yes, sure. I'm waiting.
Okay. Okay, sorry, I'm back. It made me sign in.
Okay, now you tell me the rule of lean letters.
Okay. I it was okay here. Found it. Lean means to pronounce the waw and sukun quickly and softly when they preceded by the fatha letter. There are two of lean. These are waw and ya lean.
Yes, Wowleen and Yalin. What is Wowleen?
Mm. Waw lean is a waw sukun which is preceded by the fatha letter.
Okay, same with the Yalin. When Ya Sukun is preceded by the Fatha letter is called Yalin, right? My point is, kiddo, that you have to compile all the rules at one place, okay? Maybe it's your notebook, maybe it's your iPad, maybe it's your computer, but put them at one place, okay? So you are going
Okay.
to tell to anybody when you're going to finish this or when you're going to complete the Quran, inshallah, they you need them in the future as well, okay? So read it now. Kha fatha kha, wawlin, khaw, and
Then fa
yes, fa, fa is getting,
the sukun.
yes. Instead of getting kasra taini, we are going to say fa sukun, okay? So how do you say fa sukun?
Woof.
Khawf.
How how
Say again, kha fatha kha, wawlin, khaw, fa sukun, khawf. You will be stretching it now, okay? This is called Maddeleen Aris. Okay, what is Maddeleen Aris? This is we will learn in advanced rules. Okay, when once we start the Quran, then okay. But for now, I'm telling you to stage it. So follow me. Stage that for 3 seconds. Khawf.
how
Okay, if you go remember, then remember whenever you see the lean letters on the second last word, okay, and you stop at the last word. Okay, so whenever you see the stop sign, like I'm saying, I mean that if you are going to see the sukoon sign after lean letter, then you are going to stretch the lean letter for 3 seconds. Okay, I told you that we don't stretch the lean letter, we say that soft and quick, right? How? But when we see the sukoon letter after lean letter as well, then you stretch it, okay, for 3 seconds. This is called madde lean arif, means like temporary mud, okay, temporary stretching, okay. When we stretch it, when we stop, okay. So see, this is lean letter how we make it soft and quick, how. But when you see the fa sukun, when you say the fa sukun after that, then you're going to say that how. Do you get it?
yes.
Okay, this one now.
Fal dama thu
Zal the mazu. Next.
then kaf sukun zook
Zuk.
Zook.
Yes, this one.
Then Za, Fatha, Za, N- Nun, Sukun,
Noon.
mm, Nun,
Hmm. Noon is getting Shadda first. No, Sukoon is going to replace with the last sign. Okay. Shadda is not the last sign here. Shadda is second last, right? Zafata Za Noon Shadda.
oh, okay. Nun, Shadda, Zun,
You have to
then
do Gunna in it.
Zun,
And
then Nun, Sukun,
yes,
Zun,
you have to do Gunna in Noon Shadda now.
Zun,
Yes. Do you get it?
yes,
Zawataza Noon Shadda, it's Zan. By the way, I already told you that we always do the Gunna and Noon Shadda and Meme Shadda. Okay, so that thing is not the new one. Okay, it is the previous thing. Zawataza Noon Shadda, Zan. Then you're going to say Noon Sukun. Zan. Do you get it?
yes.
Get this one now.
Ta, Tomatu, Ha, Sukun, Tu,
Next.
then Sad, Kasra, Si, Tu, Si, then then Noon, Dama, Nu,
Noon Damma.
then
Noon Damma.
Waw, Nu,
Why you stretching it?
cause it's new.
Do you stretch it or not?
You do,
Why?
cause it's noon.
Because it's known, so you stretch it. Is that the reason? Hmm?
Um,
What is the sign on that?
Dama,
So how do we read the Fatha Kaswa Dhamma?
Nu,
My question is that how do we read the Fatha Kasra and Dhamma?
oh, you read
How do we read Harakat? How do we read Harakat, Abaaro?
um,
Do you know that?
um,
I think we need to stop at that. You have to check this rule. Okay, how do we read the harakat? And I don't like that, to be honest. When I said to you in the beginning that you have to note the rules in the notebook or at somewhere, then you have to do it. Okay, no, it's not the first day that I'm teaching. Okay, I have been teaching for 15 years. Okay, and I know what are the weak points of the students, and this is why I told you that you have to note the rules down. I can easily tell you where is this rule on my website. You can check it, right? But why I'm asking you to note them down, because when you're going to write it with your hand, with your own hands in your own notebook, then it will come in your mind. Okay, but for now, I'm just telling you it's noon damma nu. We don't research it. Fatah, Kaso, and Damma. It's called harakat, and I told you that we read the harakat quickly and shortly. Okay, in the first part of the book, we learned it. It's noon damma nu, and after that is waw mad. So we stretch it when we say waw mad after that. Normally, we don't stretch it. You said noon damma nu. It's wrong. Noon damma nu. Short. When you say waw mad, then you make it long. Here we are going to make the nu long because of waw mad. Okay. But when you are saying singular, noon damma nu, you don't stretch it. As soon as you say the waw mad after that. Do you get it?
Yes.
Okay, complete this one.
Tadama to ha sukun to. Then sod kasra si to si. Then noon dama nu wow mud nu to to si nu. Then noon at ha na.
Noon. How do we stop?
Noon sukun
Hmm.
n- noon
Yes, together.
to see
It's ha
no
there. You make the ha sound.
to see noon to see noon.
I will send you that page. Okay, you are going to practice this page, and as well as please try to compile the notes. Okay, at one place. So when I ask you the rule in the next class, because see if in you still need to practice the previous rules again and again, it's wasted of time. Okay, so avoid that. If you're going to compile the notes at one place, then we can learn the new rules. Okay, do you understand it?
Yes.
See, we are going to complete this book. Okay, we will start the Quran, but Quran is our target. Okay, this is just for the basics right now. The medium and the advanced thing will come in the Quran. Okay, don't worry about that. The medium and advanced thing will become easy now when you know that basics. Okay, advanced things becomes easy when you know the basics, but if you don't know the basic things, then advanced things is going to be hard. Okay, why I'm telling you this, just compile all the notes at one place. Okay, at one thing. Okay, in one computer or one ipad. Okay, whatever you want to use, I don't mind. Okay, but make sure that you're going to make all the rules at one place. Okay, so when I ask you the rule, go there, review the rule, check the rule, and then you can tell me by looking at it. Telling the rule by looking at it is not the problem. Okay, anybody or everybody cannot remember the rule. Okay, I know that. This is why I said that if you cannot memorize it, at least you can note them down now. Okay, and you already noted them down also. Okay, the problem is that you noted in different places, some in the notebook, some on the ipad, some on the other computer. That's also not the right thing. Okay, you will miss some of the rules, and sometimes like computers window or something, some issues found. Okay, virus is found in the computer, so all the things are going to be deleted from the computer. But if you're going to note in the notebook, and you save that notebook somewhere, then you're not going to miss any rule in the future. Do you get it?
Yes.
No question now, right?
No.
So what we have learned today, we learned that when we see the stop sign, we have to stop. And how do we stop? The last letter is going to get the sukun on it. That's little thing that you have to remember, okay?
Okay.
You don't have any question?
No.
Allah Hafiz.
Walaikum salam.